responsibilities of the master and officer, SOLAS Chapter 3, Regulation 19 and 20. The International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, SOLAS is a cornerstone of maritime safety. Chapter 3 focuses on life-saving appliances and arrangements, while Regulation 19 and 20 highlight the critical roles of the master and officer. This regulation ensures the emergency training drills, operation, readiness, maintenance, and inspections are meticulously conducted. By adhering to these standards, maritime professionals enhance crew competency, prevent maritime casualties, and ensure a safe environment all on board. Now, this topic explains the roles of the master and officer in keeping everyone safe on board. SOLAS Chapter 3 focuses on all life-saving equipment on a ship, and Regulation 1920 reminds us that the master and officer must make sure the crew is trained, drills are done regularly, and all safety equipment is always ready to use. In simple terms, these rules make sure that the people in charge are prepared, the crew knows what to do in emergencies, and the ship is always safe for everyone on board.
Emergency training and drills. The purpose of emergency training and drills is to prepare the crew for real-life emergencies, ensuring a swift and effective response to minimize risk and loss of life. Drills familiarize the crew with safety procedures, emergency exits, and life-saving equipment. The responsibilities of master and officer is to organize and oversee emergency drills, ensure crew participation, assist drill effectiveness, and document training activities. Regular evaluation improve emergency procedure for maximum efficiency.
Types of drills required under SOLAS. Number 1. Abandoned ship drills test the readiness of lifeboats, muster station, and communication system. Number 2. Fire drills ensure proper use of firefighting equipment and procedure to contain fire outbreaks. Number 3. Man overboard drills train the crew in rapid response and rescue techniques for retrieving a fallen person. These drills are conducted regularly to ensure the crew remains proficient in handling emergencies, maintaining a high level of preparedness for various critical scenarios at area.
Training requirements for crew competence. Familiarization training introduces new crew members to emergency equipment and protocols, ensuring quick adaptation to safety procedures. Periodic refresher training reinforces knowledge and skills through regular drills, keeping the crew updated and prepared for emergencies. Simulation exercises provides realistic emergency scenarios for better preparedness, allowing the crew to practice in a controlled environment. Overall requirement: all crew members must undergo initial and recurrent emergency training to ensure competence in life-saving procedures and enhance their ability to respond effectively to emergencies.
Next is ensuring operational readiness, Regulation 20. Operational readiness means that all life-saving appliances, safety system, and emergency equipment on board must always be fully functional, properly maintained, and immediately deployed at any time. Regulation 20 emphasizes continuous inspection, proper maintenance, and timely repair to ensure that the ship always prepared for emergency. Ensures immediate availability. Equipment must always ready for deployment in any time. Equipment must be ready for use the moment an emergency occurs. This means no delays, no missing parts, and no last-minute troubleshooting. Regular inspection ensures that life-saving appliances such as lifeboats, fire extinguishers, communication tools, and emergency machinery are always in perfect working condition. Immediate availability greatly increases the crew chance of responding quickly and effectively. Next is minimizing equipment failures. Regular checks prevent malfunction during critical situation. Routine inspection and preventive maintenance reduce the risk of critical equipment breaking down when it is needed most. By identifying issues early, the crew can address the small defects before they become major failures. This proactive approach ensures reliability during high-pressure situations when equipment performance is essential for safety. Lastly is improved emergency response. Functional system enhance the efficiency of evacuation and rescue operations. When all systems function properly, the ship's ability to handle emergencies such as fire, flooding, or abandoned ship, it is significantly strengthened. Fully operational equipment supports faster evacuation, efficient use of safety gear, and smoother coordination during rescue effort. Overall, it helps protect lives and reduce potential damage. Operational readiness means being fully prepared for emergency at all times. It requires that all life-saving equipment is functional and ready for immediate use, maintained in optimal condition through regular inspection and checks. So, operational readiness is a core requirement of a ship's safety. It ensures that emergency equipment is not only present but also immediately usable, truly tested, and properly maintained at all times. By adhering to Regulation 20, the ship maintains a strong safety culture where preparedness, early detection of problems, and effective response are prioritized. This readiness safeguards both the crew and the vessel, especially during unexpected emergencies.
Key responsibilities for operational readiness. First is regular equipment checks inspection are conducted to identify and resolve any defects promptly. Second is immediate reporting of issues. Defective equipment must be repaired or replaced promptly. And last, training on equipment usage. Crew members must know how to properly operate life-saving devices. The master and officers must oversee the operational readiness of all life-saving appliances and emergency equipment, conducting routine inspections and ensuring proper training in equipment usage.
Maintenance and inspection. First, prevent equipment failure. Regular servicing keeps life-saving appliances in good working condition. Second, ensure compliance with regulation. Adhering to maintenance guidelines meets international safety standard. And the last, reduce risk of casualty. Function equipment increase survival chances in emergencies. For the conclusion, regular maintenance and inspection ensure that life-saving equipment remains functional and reliable, preventing equipment failures during emergency. SOLAS mandates strict maintenance schedule to ensure safety and seaworthiness of the vessel.
SOLAS compliance. Emergency preparedness. Number 1, train crew. Crew training is central to SOLAS compliance. Seafarers must be properly certified, knowledgeable about their safety responsibilities, and capable of the operational life-saving, firefighting, and navigational equipment. Contribute training including onboard drills, familiarization, and STWC-based competencies. Ensure the crew can carry out emergency procedure confidently and effectively. Number 2, operational readiness. All safety equipment, system, and procedure must be always ready for immediate use. This includes ensuring that firefighting system, emergency and lifeboats, emergency power supplies, and communication devices are fully functional. SOLAS requires pre-departure check, routine inspections, and prompt correction of any deficiencies to graduating the ship's responsibilities to emergencies at any time. Number 3, maintaining of equipment. Regular Regular maintenance is essential to keeping all safety, life-saving, and firefighting equipment in proper working condition. SOLAS mandates planned maintenance schedule for critical systems such as fire pumps, lifeboat emergencies, generators, sprinkler system, and alarms. So, SOLAS chapter